You know, it made me think about something though. I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. You know, I've reined in I haven't reined in my personality. I've reined in the way that I like explain how I feel about stuff, etc. You know, part of it just being because I feel like I grew up a lot being here in Hololive. But you know, sometimes and occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens quite a bit, you know, these days. Let me give you some advice for what artists, let me tell you, one of the #1 things artists hate to hear, none of them like when you say this. And you can tell them because you're entitled to your opinion. You should say what you want to say. I've always believed that. You know what? I'm not gonna silence you. People say, why can't you be your authentic self, Mori? Go back to the way that you were. Or like, I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of, you don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. And then go away. No artist wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys hearing that from you. Their thought isn't, I'm so grateful you're a real one. You remember me from when I was being my cringy self who refused to improve. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly! And I sound like Gigi. I think that's silly. I don't see why it's so hard to say you like both. I think that's fine too. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with not liking the direction that someone's going in their stuff and just not being a fan of it. I don't think there's a problem with that. And like I said, I don't try to silence anyone. I've never once tried to silence anybody. I became a me that I like a lot more in the past 2 years. And I feel like the music I'm making now fulfills me so much.